Hi y'all, I'm Melody and welcome to my channel where I discuss fragrances. Today I have some samples I want to share and see if they're full bottle worthy. If you're interested, please keep watching. So today I have six samples I wanted to share with y'all, show you which ones I think are full bottle worthy. I have worn these a few times and tested them out and taken notes on them to really get my full thoughts on whether I think that they're worth buying a full bottle or not. I guess, you know, that's the video. It's full bottle worthy. Anyhow, last video I did like this, I waited till the very end to share the fragrance that I thought was full bottle worthy, and I kind of dogged on some fragrances that are really popular. So this time I figured I'd start with my favorites and work my way to the ones that I just really didn't care for. I understand that people might get upset by some of my opinions, and I don't mean to be harsh on anything like that. I know fragrance is super subjective. Everyone's noses are different, so what I like other people might not like, and what other people love I just might not care for. I have six fragrances. About four of them I would say I hear a ton about, and two other ones I actually haven't heard anything about, so I was really curious to purchase them. I tend to pick up my samples when I'm purchasing stuff on FragranceNet or FragranceX. I'll put just a few in, usually if I'm trying to get to a certain mark of like shipping or what have you. I wanted to start with my favorite of this grouping, and it was Girl of Now. I think the bottle's really cute. This is a really popular fragrance that I hear about all the time. I'll go over the main accords and then I will spray a little tester and then tell you a little bit of what I've written down about it. So the main accords are almond, sweet, nutty, fruity, woody, citrus, amber, vanilla, white floral, and floral. Top notes of pistachio, pear, and mandarin orange. Middle notes of almond, orange blossom, and magnolia. Base notes of almond milk, tonka bean, cashmere, and patchouli. I really love this one. So I had written down that it was warm and rich, fresh light opening, dries to a rich almondy gourmand. And then I wrote, as amazing as everyone says. It's on my wish list immediately. I adore this fragrance. I've found that I really love almond fragrances. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about a pistachio note, but I really love that. One note I was a bit concerned about was the magnolia. I'm not a fan of the magnolia note. There's a playground right across the street from our house, and there's these big magnolia bushes, and so every time I take the girls out there, I just don't care for that scent. But I love almond and almond milk, and I like cashmere a lot. I also am iffy about patchouli, but this one, I think the patchouli is done just right. I think that those nutty fragrances are strong enough to kind of keep the patchouli from being too strong. Yeah, I just love this fragrance. I'm also a fan of a lot of orange blossom fragrances. This fragrance right here is definitely full bottle worthy for me. The next one I have is Girl of Now Shine. So this fragrance is also very popular. When I hear people talk about Girl of Now, they often also talk about Girl of Now Shine. They're very similar. So I'll start with the main accords are sweet, fruity, almond, nutty, vanilla, white floral, woody, fresh, powdery, and citrus. Top notes are pineapple, pistachio, pear, mandarin orange. Middle notes of bitter almond, orange blossom, jasmine, and ylang ylang. Base notes of vanilla, patchouli, and iris. So I actually felt these were too similar. In the opening, it is got that fresh pineapple, and it opens differently, and they are different. But I didn't feel like they're different enough. I wore both of these on either hand, and I really felt like I couldn't notice a big enough difference that made me think that I needed 2 bottles. I tend to struggle with like decision fatigue, and so I don't want to like go up to my vanity and be looking at fragrances and trying to like hem and haw over which fragrance I want to wear. So having 2 fragrances that are just too similar to me, I think would be a struggle. I also wrote that I wasn't as impressed. However, I'm smelling it now, and I'm really liking that pineapple note. However, on my notes I also wrote that the pineapple note didn't play well on my skin. So they were very similar, but there was something just a little bit off with this one for me. It could also be that the jasmine, I do like jasmine, but I noticed that there are some jasmine fragrances that don't do well on my skin. So I still intend on taking this with me on vacation and wearing it and seeing how I feel about this, but I kind of feel as though I don't need both Girl of Now. There's also Girl of Now Forever, but a lot of people say that it's got like this bitter lemon peel or sour lemon peel note, and I just don't do well with sour fragrances, so I didn't even want to try that one. Yeah, it's lovely on the card, and I will give it another shot, but at this point I don't think this one is full bottle worthy for me. Next I have Olympia. My thoughts went back and forth on this one. So the main accords are vanilla, salty, light floral, woody, warm, spicy, amber, citrus, powdery, marine, and balsamic. Top notes are water jasmine, ginger flower, and green mandarin. Middle notes of salt and vanilla. Base notes ambergris, cashmere wood, and sandalwood. So based off of all of those notes and stuff, I was really hoping to like this. But what I wrote down here, and I'm picking up on the card once again, is that I wrote hair salon product. It smells just like, it smells like some kind of hairspray, sort of. Not in that like alcohol, like that's not what I smell. It smells like a hairspray that I've smelled before. I said it's a like but not a love. It was okay. I had also mentioned later on as a war on, it smelled like sweat. It didn't smell like BO, but it smelled like you just started sweating. That like kind of sticky, moist, salty kind of smell. So it was not a favorite of mine. I found it to be just too salty. The opening is like really, it smells like some kind of hair salon product. Really like hairspray. But I know this is a favorite of a lot of people. But I feel like it's too salty. I don't really get much of the vanilla. And to me, yeah, it just smells kind of sweaty. It doesn't smell like BO. It just smells sweaty. So this one was not, this is not a full bottle worthy fragrance for me. However, I think I'll use this up while I'm at the beach. Now I have Olympia Intense. Main accords for this are amber, vanilla, salty, powdery, and marine. The notes shown are amber, vanilla, and salt. So really simple. I thought that maybe this one might work. This one doesn't have that weird hair salon kind of hairspray smell. It also doesn't have that like sweaty smell. So I liked this one better than the other one. But I find it like the amber is too thick. Like it smells like a thick fragrance. I can't imagine when I'd wear this. It's almost like too cloying for me. I don't hate it, but it feels like just kind of thick to my nose. Yeah, the amber is just too much. I don't get any of the vanilla in this one. It just smells like a salty amber fragrance. Yeah, this one's a no. I almost feel a little choked out just from smelling it on this card. I can't imagine wearing it. However, I think I might try this on my trip. I think being at the beach where it's like very windy and cool and stuff, it might not be too much for me. But as of now, I just couldn't imagine having a full bottle of this. But I will give it another shot. Now I have two more. Neither of these I've really heard anything about. But I saw them for a good price on FragranceNet, so I figured I'd try them out. This one is Boucheron's Quatre and Rouge. It comes in this like nice little bottle. I was intrigued by the color. And the cap kind of swivels down, so I thought that was neat. Main accords are fruity, sweet, rose, citrus, powdery, patchouli, woody, and floral. The top notes are tangerine, pear, red apple, bergamot. Middle notes of rose, blackcurrant, and orris. Base notes of raspberry, patchouli, marshmallow, and musk. So when I had looked this up before purchasing, I was excited to smell another marshmallow fragrance. And then seeing raspberry in the base I thought was kind of interesting as well. You don't typically see like a fruity, not like that in the base. So I was really curious on how this smells, and it opens like smelling like an apple, like a fresh fruity appley smell. You get a bit of the orange or the tangerine, like a citrus, and maybe the bergamot, but I get like a lot of red apple. I had written down nice scent but not worth the price, so I didn't write much about it. I think it kind of smells a little generic. This fragrance just didn't wow me. It is a nice fragrance, and it's only $40 for like a 1.7 ounce. So price wise it's not bad, and I like the bottle, but I just don't see myself picking this up. It's just too generic. It just smells like a perfume counter to me. It just doesn't have anything drawing me in. So this one is also not full bottle worthy. Last we have Halloween Magic. It comes in this little packaging. The bottle is really cute. It looks kind of like, to me it seems like some kind of like potion bottle thing. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it is really cute. So the main accords are vanilla, fruity, floral, sweet, patchouli, citrus, fresh, white, floral, rose, and warm spicy. Top notes are pear ice cream, raspberry, and yellow mandarin. Middle notes of pink peony, jasmine sambac, and freesia. And base notes of vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. So when I had looked at this, I hadn't seen anything with like an ice cream note, especially a pear ice cream note. I don't know exactly what that would be like, but I was interested in trying this out. It's a really affordable fragrance, but I hadn't heard anything about these. It's got a kick right at the beginning, like the mandarin. It's yellow mandarin. I would imagine mandarin to be sweet, but there's something to it that's a little tart. Maybe that's the raspberry as well. It's nice. This is another one that I was like, it's just kind of generic. It's a fruity floral, vanilla. The main accords, it made it appear like it was like a strong vanilla fragrance, but to me it does not come off as vanilla as much as the fruity floral. I waited for this to dry down, and still it just smelled like a fruity floral. It does not really smell that vanilla-y to me. I will try again and see if that changes, but I don't really get that much vanilla in it. I'm getting the tart raspberry and the citrus, and some florals. I think I'm smelling that jasmine quite a bit. Maybe the peony as well. And I feel like I smell more tonka bean than vanilla. So for this to be a vanilla fragrance surprises me. Or it to be considered that. Yeah, I just said meh, just very generic. That's the only notes I wrote on this. I want to love every fragrance that comes into my collection, so I am a little picky. So just being kind of nice is not worth it to me, even if it's an affordable fragrance. I'm sure if I had the bottle, I would use it up, but I just don't want to be making purchases just because something's nice. I want to love each fragrance. So anyhow, of those 6 fragrances, I think the only one that I will be purchasing is Girl of Now. So those were all my thoughts on those fragrances. I would love to hear what you think about any of those fragrances, if you've tried them or own them. Please leave those in the comments, and if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. I would hope you'd subscribe for more videos just like this. So I hope you have a blessed holiday season, and I hope to see you again. Bye!